36, 31, 52, 50, 38, and 37.
Okay.
Might try once, 43, 45, 25, 33, 46, 12, and I think I give you 45 already.
So why do you hate the hate ones?
When I see a bland Hershey bar,
Okay.
this upsets me. Like, why do we still make this?
For s'mores.
I
And
guess.
some people actually do still like it.
Yeah. I think I don't eat it like plain, but for s'mores or like events or.
So those ones are just
Yes.
bland to you, they're like not
I
interesting.
think of drugstores. I think of like, you know, when you're a kid and you're like, okay, I have like 50 cents saved up. I'm gonna go and buy it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alright, and the try once, why would those be?
They're creative flavors.
Okay.
I don't know that I'd always want a crunchy cluster of berry medley or a acai blueberry. That's not the first thing that pops into your mind. Toffee bites, you just think of the pounds as you bite into the little bites.
Okay.
The black salt caramel bar just sounds decadent, and I can feel the toothache coming, but it would be worth a try at least once. Pistachio bark, okay. You know, combines two great things, like dark chocolate and pistachios. Like I think the pistachio would smooth out the almost sometimes too bitter taste of the dark chocolate. And then like the sea salt cashews. Cashews are sometimes an acquired taste.
And the love,
Yeah.
why do you love those ones?
I am a nut fan, if that sounds right. Sea salt and almonds just sound like yes, and milk chocolate, yes.
So for the love for you, because we're running out of time.
Absolutely.
Sorry to rush you a little bit. I'm just going to summarize, and you'll tell me if I'm wrong. These are just like the flavors that appeal to you.
Yeah, the texture.
Okay.
And the right type of nut chocolate combo.
Okay.
I'm there.
Texture is important with chocolate.
Ah.
Because you feel through the package, like, does this have enough nuts in it?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. All right, Michael, hit me. And I'm gonna have you summarize a little bit.
Trust me, mine is going to be quick.
Okay.
My thinking was more linear, simply because I just did it according to the names, because that's how I view chocolate. So basically, Godiva's I put in one.
Okay, so
Hershey's I
yours was
did.
brand oriented.
Exactly.
Okay.
Up until Lent. The only two that I don't have are basically I have a mixed bag, which would be, that's 5.
Okay.
Okay, which is 48, 52, 50, 47, and 36.
That's
You know,
your, what is that family?
That's mixed bag.
Mixed bag.
I definitely would try these, because, well, there are a couple in here that I've never had, like 47 and 48, never had them. The other 3 I actually have tried, but they didn't go with the other ones. And in my other category, much like Michelle, I had, instead of hate, I just said unloved. Because basically, I wouldn't try any of this stuff. This is the kind of stuff that I would give to people I don't like, to let them know that I don't like them.
Alright. What numbers are those?
Oh, yes, 33.
Can we see them too?
33
Yeah.
pistachio bark. Only thing I want pistachios in is my ice cream.
Okay.
Clusters, for the same reason I do fruit. No,
What number is that?
that's 45.
Okay.
43, same reason.
Okay.
Sugar-free, no. The whole
Yeah.
reason I'm eating chocolate is because I want sugar,
Okay.
not because I don't. I only like really peanuts and almonds. Cashews, definitely not an acquired taste for
Remind me
me.
what the number is for that.
I'm sorry, 25.
Okay.
Organic, ill.
Yeah.
I already gave my reasons for that, 49. And sea salt, I am not really a fan of adding salt to my chocolate. Okay?
All
And
right.
that's it.
Excellent. All right, Doug, hit me.
All right, you want all the different categories, or you want just by, ones you want now?
Okay, want now.
This was 45, 17, 21, 48, 43, and 25.
All right, and what makes them want now chocolates?
I just think they look like they have richer flavors. They look like they're healthier alternatives. They're more interesting. I feel less guilty when I eat it. And not that I feel guilty, but
Right.
it's just one of those things where I'm like, okay, again, I can justify eating these things because the ingredients seem to be better for you. And also, the chocolate looks more expensive tasting, I guess. I don't know if that's the right. Because if you compare that taste to like a Hershey's, it's totally different taste, and you can tell the difference.
How do you know that the chocolate's going to be expensive tasting when you look at the box or the bag?
I guess it's just the way it's packaged and stuff like that, and the way it's like. Plus, I've tried some of these before,
Okay.
so I know the taste is a little bit better than like say a Hershey's or something. Not that I won't have a Hershey's, but if I'm going to spend at a certain price point, if I'm going to spend my money on that, I want that different
Right.
flavor or texture.
Okay.
I also have gross not appealing, which is
Everybody had one of those.
is 12, 29, 46, 31, 15.
Okay.
And the reasons, I'm the same with Michael. I don't like a
This
whole
is
lot.
like your individual taste.
Yeah, the individual taste. Either I don't like the sugar-free, forget about it.
Right.
I mean, I'll taste sugar-free, but then I probably won't like it anyway. And then the other ones are like, I don't like fruit. To me, that's not chocolate, unless it's like blueberry. I can do that. There's
Where's the blueberry?
right, which
Yes.
there's holiday, which I put it like holiday together, which is
Okay.
38, 41, 7, 36, and 4.
And what makes holiday holiday?
I guess so used to seeing them around the holidays, and people put them out during the holidays, so
Okay.
that's why I said holiday.
Okay, so just things you see
Sometimes,
during
yeah,
the
just that, yeah.
Okay.
And then I have bitter, which is all the ones that are like the higher, is it Keiko? Is that how you pronounce it? Keiko, whatever.
Cacao.
So 1, 47, 6, 49.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't even go for it. And then the other one is indifferent. I might try it just because 33, 52, 50, 37, 10, 23, and 22.
And that's sort of, again, a matter of sort of individual taste, right?
Yeah,
Like they're
it's
just
just
the
like,
ones that
if I
didn't
wanted
appeal
to
you.
try, I'll try it, or if it's a quick pickup, I might just do it just for that. But I like a more expensive tasting chocolate, if that makes any sense. I guess,
I'm a more discerning palate.
yeah, that's basically it. And it just tastes better.
Mhm. Quinn, what about you?
Oh, God, it's interesting how people think, right?
That's why we're here.
That is why we're-
Okay, miniatures, 38, kisses, 41, 29, 23, 22. You just take and go with them.
Okay, so you're thinking of those as miniatures.
Right, like bite-sized gifts, they're fun, you share them. 36 and 7 are after-dinner offerings, the Lindt and the Russell Stover.
Okay. What's the numbers on those?
36 and 7.
Okay.
Expensive, rich, and diverse. Diet, 31, diabetic. Decadent flavors, 46 and 21. Black salt caramel and hazelnut, Haven. Rich, decadent, and flavorful. 1 and 10, cacao bars.
Okay, so you've got kind of an intense,
Right. Like I thought of that as baking chocolate, intense, and basic. Like not a lot of flavor in it.
okay.
Just that cacao taste.
Mhm.
Everyday chocolate, Hershey's, 37 and 50, the
Okay.
Cadbury. Flavor balls.
Flavor balls,
I
okay.
don't know where they are.
Take a look.
What happened to my flavor
the
balls?
corners?
Oh, thank you. 4 and 17.
Okay.
And then rich dark chocolate, 47, 49, and 6, that they're really dark. Rich, dark, and intense. Truffles. Truffles, like, I got 4 and 17. I had flavor balls somewhere else, but I lost my balls. Truffles, holiday after dinner coffee, clusters.
You have flavor balls and clusters is different things.
Yes.
Okay.
Clusters, 25, 45, and 33, that's bark. Clusters, the salt cashew. And exclusive is 48, which is like junior league. Unusual, it's gourmet.
Okay, and that's all by itself.
Yes.
Okay.
And sports bar, 52 and 15. They're compact, they're on the go, and you put them in your purse. And you,
Man bag.
a man bag, yes. I
Okay.
think I over categorized.
What? You did break it down more than
That's what
anybody
I thought you
else.
said to do. Right? It was like-
Right, okay. So, that's a lot. So it seemed like for some people, it was more about the ingredients, like the flavors was kind of what separated things out. For some people, it seemed like it was more about like how you eat them, like individually wrapped things, things like that. Does, other than, and I asked this a little bit, I just wanted to check, in terms of other than individually wrapped or non-individually wrapped, does shape impact how you think about stuff?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that, Quinn.
I don't know how to say it, but I
Okay.
mean, like the mouth feel is really important. Like the way it goes in your mouth, the way you, like Michelle said, I mean, when you eat those like Swiss chocolates, I mean, it's just like butter.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and or the ingredients or like the different texture. Texture is really important.
Okay, so it's, the shape of it has something to do with how it feels in your mouth, but texture is sort of, I'm seeing nodding, is more important. All right. The chocolates in boxes, where did most people put the boxes? Tell me a little bit about like what makes a box of chocolates different from a bag of chocolates?
Because
They
you
bars.
offer them.
Okay. I'm sorry, what did you say, Joe?
I just put them as bars, like, and not as shareable. I mean, you can share them, but I feel like it's kind of like, then, like, even the part of sharing a bar is like, do I break it? Do I use my hand? Do they break it? Like, it's too much to think about versus just taking the bar and you just eating it yourself. If you have a bag, you can just, and they're individually wrapped. Because I'm not about, like, somebody putting their hand in my bag when it's like
You
like
can just
this.
pour it into there.
Or you can pour it, but it's just more.
I was asking about the boxes.
I
Like
think of the
36.
holidays that you offer
Oh, those
them.
boxes.
Boxes, yes.
Oh.
As opposed to the
Oh.
boxes around bars.
I hate those.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what you're talking about. So when I say boxes, I meant those.
Oh,
But
okay.
that made you think of like the bar chocolate
Yeah.
in a box.
I thought because those are little boxes.
Okay.
Some of them are.
Michael, when I said boxes, did your mind go to?
At first it did. I was
Okay.
thinking of like, you know, the stuff that you're referring to things like, you know, like the hearts or like you give
Right.
them, okay, yeah, that's
Okay,
what
yeah,
I was,
that's what I'm
about.
talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So how are these kinds of boxes, flash that again, Quinn, how's that different from stuff in bags?
It's a crapshoot.
Well, the thing about it,
Okay.
you definitely have, you can't, okay, some of the chocolates,
Pray you get the caramel.
you can look at them. You can look at them and you can see it, okay? Okay, but some of them that don't have any kind of, you know, you can tell which ones have nuts and you can tell sometimes which ones are caramel and so forth and so on. But the coconut, which is the one that I despise, I actually have to look and make sure that I don't bite it because I would gag, you know, if I
Yeah,
actually.
or the weird fillings, like
Yeah, like a
Oh,
jelly,
fruit
like a jelly,
and
like a jelly filling and everything.
Why do
like
they
that.
even waste putting that in there? Nobody likes them.
Unfortunately, there are
Some
some
people do.
people.
There are
It might be 1 out of 10,
No.
but that's what they're.
Now, is the chocolate itself inside a box, would you call that something different to the chocolate that's in a bag?
Yeah.
Like if I was like,
Yes.
grab me a something of chocolate from over there, what would you call it?
Grab me. I use the name.
Okay, so Michelle, for like a piece of chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that, no?
I'm
Doug?
not,
I
I'm
don't
not sure.
know, but-
With, are you talking about the box or the bag?
Yeah, I'm talking about like, would you call that the same thing? Like, there's an open bag and an open box, and you
No,
wanted to.
I'd say box or bag. you
Okay,
know,
but the
because-
chocolate, this chocolate itself that's inside.
I call
are those
it the
same?
name of the chocolate, like if it was, I'd joke and say, hand me a Godiva, or, you know,
Okay.
and-
So I could say piece of chocolate for either of those
Right.
things,
Yes.
or I
Yes.
could say a bite of chocolate for either of those
No, I
things.
think it's
and
a piece.
You think it's a piece?
It's a
Michael?
piece,
Okay.
I know, when I think of these box chocolates, I just think that, I guess in my mind, either I've been through any years of commercials and everything else, that these are more for like specialty type things,
Mhm.
or they're an easy gift to give.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's what I think about this versus a bag of chocolate. I think, when I think bag of chocolate, sometimes I think less expensive.
Mhm.
So it depends. I wrote down functionality of what I want to do with my chocolate. And it's-
Okay.
For selfish reasons, it's like functionality, okay, do I want a box of chocolate? If I'm gonna get a box of chocolates, is it gonna be expensive chocolates? And who am I gonna share it with? That kind of thing. So I
Mhm.
think of like, what's my functionality, or versus I'm gonna pick it up. When I started laughing when I thought about the box of chocolates, because last Christmas I was with my nephews and nieces, and we were driving back,
Mhm.
and my sister had a box of chocolates, and we played roulette chocolate, where you just had to pick one out and see if you liked it, and it was like,
It's torture.
give me another one, and we would laugh about
Right.
it.
Yeah,
So
I
it's kind of
got.
like a game with us with a box of
Right.
chocolate, because she was trying to she's like, get rid of these pieces of chocolate. So all of us were in the backseat just going, grab one and going, did I get a good one or not? It was
Right.
kind of a funny.
Michael, you had a thought,
I did.
and then I'll.
When you said, when you made the statement, grab me a piece of chocolate, okay, I don't, the circumstances that you just gave us, no one would grab an individual piece. They would either have to, they would bring the whole thing over.
Okay.
Okay, because you're not gonna, for the same reasons that we were talking about, you're not, with the bag, all of them are pretty much the same, but still you're not gonna go in there and grab one piece, you're gonna bring the whole bag. As for the other one, you're definitely gonna bring that because you don't know what the person wants, and it's up to them to choose.
All right. And Michelle, Joanna, did you have thoughts about boxes versus bags?
I think I'm not a fan of those variety boxes
Okay.
for that same reason. It's funny because one of my favorite chocolates come from Hawaii, and it's like the macadamia nut ones, but they're all the same, and if they come in a box, and you can just devour all of them because they're all the same. It's just easy, but it makes me think of those and the fact that you have to like basically do research as to what it has, and it's so annoying. I hate it.
Now, what makes a bar different from a bag or a box?
Well, you basically have one continuous piece of chocolate,
Mhm.
okay, that you basically, like Joanna said earlier, you're probably not gonna, you're not gonna really share that. With me, with something like that, if I did wanna share it, I'd let them break the piece off.
Mhm.
I'd let them, I'd hold the part that's covered and let them break the piece off
And
themselves.
then they take a little more, and then it just.
Well, at that, I'm
ruins the whole-
not,
So you're asking about the
instead
difference
of
between the
breaking
And
it
the
off,
OCD
instead of
has it.
breaking it off,
And
I
then
think
you're
I
like-
think
Thinking
Patricia,
about it.
they
So,
they
like,
break
how
it
does
and
a
they
bar
do in the
distinguish
shape.
itself from a
Well,
bag?
a bar, it's all the same. You're gonna
Okay.
get the same, it's everything,
Right.
texture,
Mhm.
flavor, everything in a bar. Whereas a box, you get an
Variety.
assortment, and it's half of it's wasted probably.
Yeah. But it's like the bags can be all the same.
True.
And
So why
sometimes
would,
they're not,
why would
like
you
this
choose a
one.
bar over a bag of something?
The two times I buy bars,
Mhm.
one is to cook, in baking chocolate, and then the other time is if I see interesting flavors, I'll buy several bars and then I break them into like kind of barks, or I'll break it for a coffee or as a dessert offering. But I would never buy a bar of chocolate to eat by myself.
But other people would, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I've done it.
I just feel like, for example, like this one, it's
What's the
like an
number on that?
assortment.
The assortment?
22.
Okay, 22?
So it's basically like having a box with different types, but here it's clear that they have colors. So it's like if I ask you, like, which one would you like? You like dark chocolate? I can easily be like, here, the red one is dark chocolate. Versus like that where you have to like go out of your way.
Right.
Does having a filling, how does it make you think about the kind of chocolate offering that it is
This is like a squishy.
Like caramel or.
I like
or
caramel.
cream
well, or even
something.
like the clusters, like
Peanuts.
does that sit in a different place in your mind? Like a chocolate with something in it is different from just a pure chocolate?
Yes.
Yes.
To me, it enhances it.
Yeah.
Okay. And, so, and Michelle, you agree, right?
I think she was gonna say elevates it.
Right, so it elevates, enhances, so that's like with, now, you guys pointed out, there's like the squishy filling, and then there's like the crunchy filling.
Crunchy film.
Squishy.
Squishy, okay, so that's
I
a
like
matter of
soft.
taste, not necessarily a matter of category.
I like soft. For the
I
simple
think
reason-
texture has a lot to do with that.
Texture has a lot. I mean, like if you bite into like a coconut one.
For me, it's about functionality because sometimes the peanuts get stuck in my teeth and I gotta dig them out, and that drives me crazy. I mean, I still eat it, but it's more of a chore.
Right. Okay.
Oh, but turtles. You don't have any turtles here.
No, but it's the same. It's the same.
You've got the pecans.
Have to have a toothpick on standby.
Caramel.
Would any of these chocolates in your mind be referred to as Neapolitans?
No.
Have you even heard of that
Yes.
term?
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're not.
Think of the ice cream.
Yeah.
Even
Vanilla,
the ice cream-
strawberry, and
what-
chocolate.
Like the
It's
rainbow
a three
cookie, right?
color, or
It's
three
like-
flavor combo, but it's like a fruit and a vanilla and a chocolate, and that's,
Okay.
we call it
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan.
Isn't the white usually coconut in the Neapolitan?
Vanilla.
Oh, is it vanilla?
It's
Oh, it's
vanilla.
ice
Supposed to be
cream.
vanilla.
In the ice cream, it's vanilla.
No, I always
I
thought
don't
in
know.
candy, you see the little.
I've never had that.
I like ice cream like that. I mean, to buy it.
I eat the chocolate and the vanilla and leave the strawberry.
All right, we're gonna do another quick card sort. This should go much faster.
Okay.
I would like you, and you might have already, some of you have may have gotten a start on this, but you can completely redo everything if you want to. Put them into groups of when you eat them.
When you eat.
When you eat them. And I'm gonna leave that kind of broad, because so that could be time of day, that could be season, that could be
Never.
after you exercise. When you eat them, that's up to you to define. Is that,
It
No.
could be never.
could be never. Then never, it could be a group.
Can you leave it?
Yeah, if you feel like that's what you've done, you can absolutely leave.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you just like 3 minutes for that, because I'm
Press for
running
time.
over. Actually, Mike, I'm gonna say, actually, if you've already done when you eat, if you feel like you've already done when you eat them, then I'm gonna ask you to do something different.
Okay.
However you like. The free form, give another free form one. And we're gonna do again, sort of, okay. I'm gonna do another worksheet. When you're done. Mike, for you, I'm gonna say, cross that out. This will be- And since we need to be quick, don't make yourself crazy about it, no. Just gut reaction, off them into some categories.
You had left blank over here.
Oh, well, this is a different.
Oh, it's different.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I just, so that I don't get confused later, thank you. Okay. Oh, you have one? Good. I'll just do that. All right. a couple of you are still working, but I'm going to get us started a little bit. So, Michael, what are your when you eat thems?
Okay, basically 3 categories.
Okay.
Parties, I
Correct.
had 9. Office,
Okay.
when I'm at work, 7.
Mhm.
And travel, I had 4.
Okay. And what distinguishes parties from office from travel?
Well, the parties were actually kind of easy. Basically, anything that's individually wrapped,
Mhm.
okay, so that you could put it in a bowl and people can get it at their own leisure,
Mm-hmm.
that would probably be the ones I would do at parties, even though in some cases, if you worked at front desk or something like that, you could kind of do the same thing with a bowl,
Right.
you know, depending on how generous you are.
Okay.
The office ones, basically, those are things that you might, I don't know, have in your bag or keep in your desk.
Okay.
The thing to remember is not to have it too hot, or else you'll have a blob of chocolate, which will be unedible.
Okay.
And then,
And what makes a thing easy to keep in a desk or a bag? Like what-
well, it has to be something that basically, it's, the covering has to be something that's a little bit heat resistant. I'm not talking about having it on top of a radiator.
Right.
Okay, I'm talking about, you know, basically, you know, office temperatures and stuff,
Okay.
which usually won't get really hot in the, you know, spring and the winter, but in the summer, depending on your air conditioning situation, that might be a problem.
And travel?
Travel, basically, that was basically, you know, usually if you're traveling like I do, I, you know, travel a lot by myself, so basically it's something I could just grab out of my bag and eat whether I am waiting at whatever transportation I'm using at the time, so it's not something that I'm gonna need to share with anybody, so those would definitely be more bars type
Okay.
stuff.
All right. Douglas, what do you got?
First category is I won't spend my money on it.
Okay, so won't eat.
Yeah, won't eat.
Okay.
1, 47, 6, 49, 31, 46, 15, 29, and 12.
Okay.
And then I guess I just put it on daily and weekly if I had these.
Okay.
I would do 21, 17, 52, 25, and 45. And then occasionally, or if offered, would be the rest of them, so.
Okay. And I get won't eat is just like a personal taste
A
thing.
personal tip, yeah.
What makes daily, weekly different from occasionally?
I like the flavors. I like the textures, I guess, lack of a better word, like the richness of the chocolate compared to the other ones, I guess,
Okay.
for lack of, yeah.
Quinn, what about you?
My first category is after dinner, which is do you want all the numbers?
That's all right. I think we can
I've got
summarize.
lots of them.
Okay.
Holiday is like holiday